Hey cuties, welcome back. Today we'll be looking through the campaign content. Well, that is to say there's not much campaign content, but we are going to be farming for the next 3 hours for the half stamina campaign that has released upon us. I guess I'll quickly review over the banners too. Don't have too much to say about them. But yeah, we'll be starting off the game with 73 million coin and what's it called? A few drinks. 49, 40, and no mind this because I was farming before this. As usual, let me know if the sound is fine, but it will be an easy breezy stream today. Nothing controversial, nothing complicated. But yeah, besides that, it seems that Sasaga's voice actor is going to be replaced, not for Sasaga, but for Zal, but they're the same, so I don't know how that works out. But yeah, welcome Azrael and Audley and Jonathan. We can see here, there is a new pickup featuring all limited units. You might want to consider getting Triton because he is the only mentor who can natively equip the Beast Tamers there. That is to say, double dip on card EXP boosting. But it's no longer a must-have now that guild affiliations exist. As long as you're willing to commit to swapping or dispatching units into different guilds, then you can dispatch better mentors into Beast Tamers to equip it. So it's not necessary now, but it's still nice to have as an option that doesn't require any swapping. The rest are, I mean, they're okay. Except for Jin. Jin is quite terrible. Even his mentor formula, it's like you'll never use him. And we also have the girls pickup, which came up with a few evolutions. I'm still working on that. I have the scripts prepared for all of them, actually, so... But with a few different chores I have to do, as well as preparations for the stream, you'll just have to wait until probably tomorrow. I'll get it done by then. Voice all the lines, you know, do that sound mounts and all that. The video will be out, presumably tomorrow. The Evus are interesting enough. I think Suzuku is actually quite a very strong unit now, but I'll talk about that in the video. So consider getting Suzuku, but then again, you know, these are all free units, so you can get them during Anniversary instead. Okay, so I know a lot of you have seen my seed farm from the past several years. Today will be the first time I'm actually going to be prioritizing Blossom, because I finally have it unlocked after way too long. I'm not doing that Christine quest for now. But yeah, we are going to be farming for attack blossoms. I have a setup that is very nearly guaranteed. I could make it guaranteed, but this one's actually boosting for other resources, as you will see. Let's go ahead and find ourselves a Anvari and the body shop that can equip the blossom booster. There he is. So as you can see here, it is my team. I actually do have full blossom booster, or at least as full as it can be for now. But also I'm bringing some coin boosters with the Invaris, as well as some mentors so that they can level up a unit. Who's the unit I'm leveling up right now? As it stands now, I'm leveling up a 3-star form of what's it called? This dude here. What's his name? Eagle Unlock, that's it. Cutie. But yeah, once I'm done leveling with them, I'll actually be moving on to some of the 4-stars I have level seated. But yeah, let's do this. Welcome user 15. So yeah, for those who haven't been to any of these streams before, these streams aren't particularly complicated. I just move units to kill them in like 1 turn per phase. And then I get a bunch of coin and seed and rank EXP. And Blossom, and all the good stuff. And I also talked about random stuff on the side. But when is the last time you've done this? I didn't actually stream during the Chapter 15 campaign. That's what happened the previous year too, when Chapter 14 was translated. Or when the Chapter 14 campaign was released. Just because I'm usually too busy with all the other new features to stream it. But yeah, this setup, as you can see, is guaranteed. Ish, and very strong, and just uses mentors, so it's good for just covering a whole bunch of bases now. For those who want to optimize further, this is probably as far as you can go. I guess I could be leveling Mikhail instead, and I'll probably get to that at some point. But right now, Eagle Unlock's already done.
どうしたそんなに怯えて。
since you end up farming with all your drinks anyways, it's actually quite a bit of a card EXP loss if you don't pull it all together to a single unit. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna break this fat pour. I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you're having good farms or good anything else in your life that is not Housamo, because life is more than Housamo, allegedly. But yeah, we'll go ahead and continue leveling him this way. Go.
So
yeah, my thoughts on the actual specific units for those that are tuning in right now. Let's start off with my general feelings on the banners. You might be, I'm not gonna go into details in this video, so I might as well hear now. It might be worth pulling on the limited selection banners just for the 3 stars, so that you can unlock your special quests. I mean, the mentors are also nice, but like, you know, there's enough free mentors that aren't limited that you can use instead. My mentors of choice are obviously Chenglong, as you can see, for that guaranteed predictable damage buff on base start, concentration, but also Cruising, because he's just been very strong without like needing any effort at all for a long range. And of course I'm using Dead because I have him, so that's the privilege. Let's see. No one's farming seals? Are you serious? That's sad. That's also kind of infuriating. Maybe I should swap out my booster for seals now. By the way, I didn't realize this, but apparently, for those that are interested, it is half stands for dailies as well, so you can technically just farm for coin and any coin if you want. Other resources be damned. I'm actually pretty hungry. I didn't get a chance to eat before the stream, so I'm eagerly looking forward to 3 hours from now, but I'll commit to for the stream. What's good with you guys? Have you guys been playing any games lately that are new or different? I'm kind of a cheap bastard, so I've been ironically just playing this gacha game since I don't really want to invest in buying a new game. But I've been thinking of looking back into some of the games I already have. For example, I'm somewhat interested in maybe picking up Smash Bros. Again. Oh. If not picking it up, then just watching it again. Although, last I checked it, I wasn't a big fan of it with what's it called? just grew tired of all the constant representation of big name characters that I have never heard of before. Like, who the fuck is Terry? Seriously. Can this be farmed without Mikhail? Yes, it can be. This is just the way to farm with, mentors and all that. Because, obviously this is farmable with many setups, but if you're trying to optimize on resources, some units are better than others. Incidentally, Suzuka's quite good now, and could feasibly be used for farming this map. She doesn't have the extend movement, but she does have the down deal with the front row. So not ideal like Mikhail, since you'll need to carry her twice to the center. But we have options now between Beowulf and Suzuka. And they are 4-star, so you could possibly squeeze in a different unit somewhere there. The only downside of this setup of using a carry 5-star is to what's it called? I can't level a 5-star in the back. Only up to a 4-star. So yeah, if I'm being honest, the main reason why I'm looking into Smash Bros. Again is because I can't quit that Bowser deck. I love Bowser. And that's like, honestly, the only game that you can really play Bowser to the fullest extent. Like, I know you can control him or whatever in Super Mario Odyssey, but it's a single player game. Once you're done with it, you're done with it. And also, you're not really controlling him, you're controlling Mario and controlling Bowser's dead corpse or whatever. But yeah, give me that Bowser deck. Take that. Or Turtle deck. Let's continue. Alright, I forgot to look at the login bonuses. That's why I didn't redeem that. We are... Man, this is such a weird place to start. I should have begun in the beginning. But we do have some login bonuses. They're quite nice. As you can see, we got a full multi, the maintenance stones, and 1,000 shards. These are just for logging in anytime during the campaign. It's strongly recommended you log in every day hereafter, though, during the campaign, because you will be getting different rewards. Should have put this up sooner, but yeah, here are the different rewards. So you can get, well, today we got fragment stones. We'll also be getting some salmon tickets and some AR tickets. Tokens or whatever, but certificates and seals are always nice, and some more stamina drinks for the last possible day of farming for some reason. But yeah, definitely worth logging in, except for maybe the token day, every day just for that.
So yeah,
the idea with using Mikhail is he has the extended movement to carry Unburied position here. So it doesn't sacrifice on the double Unburied sort of, because Unburied himself is just so fucking ridiculously strong. He can take care of Overlord and any bosses. There's just the problem is they get debuffed with that horrendous like obstruct and or what's called skill lock from Kirito and Oscar. And Mikhail has this nice perk of being able to remove all debuffs from the allies around him, which is very helpful and specific for this quest. So between extreme damage to handle the entire row ahead of him, and being able to ferry everyone into position, and getting rid of the debuffs, this makes him quite ideal, as long as you're bringing double Unburied, which is kind of, why wouldn't you? Well, I guess you wouldn't if you didn't have Envari, or if you don't have a strong enough setup to farm otherwise. But you should absolutely be getting Envari whenever it's available. Alright, I should swap out my booster before getting me fucking... Whatever. We'll do that right now. Goodbye, seal booster. Sorry, one person who's using it.
そうっすか。お前はいつも虚言でその身を装うばかりで恥ずかしいとは思わないかね。
ああ、ロキ。真実をついてばかりの君の言葉は僕にとっては耳が痛いばかりさ。だがその痛みとって僕にとっては快楽。さあ、無様だね。
I believe Irby is actually farming it with like Just and Varis and the rest of Mentors. So you could really... Mikael is not necessary at all. But he just makes it a 2-turn clear, while, you know, being as efficient as possible otherwise. You can optimize further by bringing just one more mentor instead though, which is like way too extra. And it'll take you like a couple more turns to defeat Overlord since it's not too difficult to deal with. But yeah, it's totally possible.
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。
さあ、
無様だね。
ガチで、
無様、
ガチで、
無様。僕は最低
Oh
で
yeah, last time I checked in the Smash Bros scene, it was just them adding a bunch of characters I didn't care about. And now that I'm looking at it again, it looks like it's entered another Bayonetta age where just a bunch of
最低です。
fucking people salty about, understandably about like broken DLC units before Nintendo goes up and leaves and refuses to update it again to fix it. Very sad state of
無
affairs.
様だね。
ガチで、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。僕はエデンス。ここは最低です。
But I tried to play it again because I do it for Bowser. Bowser is love.
最
Bowser is
低
life.
です。
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳締め
無様だね。
ガチで、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
夢のアンガチ、
最低です。
ガチ、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
Okay, just checking if the music bounces too high or not. I think it's
僕は
fine.
エデンス。最低。
さあ捕まえたどうした
さあ、
無様だね。
ガチで、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。僕はエデンス。最低です。
ガチ、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
夢のアンドバリガチ、
This is where the fail situation happens. Where fucking confusion happens sometimes. And,
そう
ugh, gross, disgusting. Please do not do that.
ガチで決めるぞ。
Leave me alone.
ガチ
Leave me alone, Overlord.
気が済み
Technically,
ま
that's
したか、
like
僕の兄様。
avertable if I just pay attention
では仕事に戻ります。
and move him by trading
あ
along
な
with
た
that,
が
you know,
残した
the
仕
hassle.
事へと。
さあ、
無様だね。
ガチ、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
夢のアンドバガチ、
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ、
無様。
ガチ、
無様。
ガチ、毎度、毎度、お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
夢のガチ、
最低です。
Right, this is actually the first farm where,
来ねえよ。
out that I'm streaming anyways.
ガチ、
That you don't need to back out to use your blossoms anymore. So this is probably as fast as you can go. It's
道は見えている
I remember like
最低
the
です。
good old days, they were horrible, of when I was farming on stream to use all my drinks during the coin farm or even like during raw move farming or during the LLC
相変わ
farm.
無様だ
And
ね。
I was like,
ガチで、
無様。
between having to like
無様。
go back, there was no replay button, so you have to do it every time. There was no fast forward speed,
最低です
so you have to see the slow animations every single time. And like you had to like of course back up to use your seeds at the same time. Loading was a pain in the ass. It was just a horrible experience overall. And I managed to use all my drinks back then, but it took me like 2 weekends or something to stream it, and I had to be like streaming on other days. Or not streaming on other days, but rather farming on other days very heavily.
最低です。
But a setup like this now, it's just... I reckon I could probably use all my drinks within 2 days very easily.
笑いが止まらんぜ。
Huge quality of
無
life.
様だね。
ガチで、
無様。
ガチで、
無様。
夢のが
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザブザ最低。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑
There's
いが
actually quite a bit of new music I've been listening to. I wish I could put in this playlist, but since they're like based on like television or movie series, they'd probably be copyright strike and this entire section would be muted. So unfortunately, that's why I kind of just stick to video game music, since I get the feeling that YouTube doesn't really actively strike down video game music. It's not nearly as much. At the very least, everyone else is doing it. So I just like, I'm gonna point finger if I ever take down. It's like, they're doing it. But yeah, the music I've been really getting into. One of them was from a while ago. I was really into the series To Your Eternity. So much so that I'm like almost worshipping the main character at this point, who just so happens to be very godlike themselves. But yeah, the music's quite gorgeous in that, and sometimes I listen to it sleeping at night, but even more recently, maybe like just a week and a half ago, I've been listening to music from the Made in Abyss series. It was like, I watched it a while ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's probably an exceptional anime for sure, but you know, music-wise, I didn't. Like, I was mesmerized by it, but then I didn't really go back to it. Now that I've gone back to it, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually exactly my alley. It's the best music I've actually heard in such a long time, and like pretty much every single piece in it. Like over 160 tracks between the first and second season in the movie. It's like, goddamn. There's not a single piece of music that I didn't like. More so, there wasn't a single piece of music that I didn't outright love. So, like the Treasure Show, I wish I could play it for you guys, but most I can say is look it up on your time. It's some of the best music I've ever heard. For, you know, non-vocal singing types. I mean, there's some vocals in it, but, you know, not the kind of pop idol or rock band stuff you'd expect.
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドボガチ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無僕はブ
毎度
最低です。
毎度
そのキスマークは逆指名。つまり
相変わ無様だね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
夢のアンガ毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
So, with regard to related news, not directly about Housamo,
道は見えている毎度
this is another fail situation where he's not strong enough because he gets darkness or whatever. Annoying. But yeah, just before the stream, I was streaming. Well, I was streaming for Irby, but rather I was helping him translate his Fkari playthrough. Right now, he's working to publishing that. It's very close to being finished. So for those that saw my original announcement months ago and was like, oh, check that one, it's done. It's pretty close to being done at this point. It's the last chapter, it's like the last battle has already been done, and now it's just like the final battle that's only being translated right now. So it's a good time to be picking up now if you haven't considered it. It's quite a good story, and there's a lot of seeds within the story of fantastic boyfriends, which was LifeWonders' first video game they made before Tokyo Afterschool Summoners. And, you know, the first chapter is kind of like corny bait, honestly, a bit simple in the story, your typical Demon King story, except there's gay men. But the way they subvert it later on is quite pretty good, for sure. And you learn a lot about there's like a lot of terms they use that it ends up being reused in Housamo, so much so that you might think they may not be related lore-wise. Things like rules and roles and, you know, the different attribute systems between... Yeah, it's very fascinating when they connect like that. Thank you for subscribing, Echo.
僕はエデンスブここは最低
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無残
ガチで
無はい
夢のガチはい
最低です
はいお前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ重ねて
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドバリガはい
最低です
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
ガ
最低です
はい
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。では仕事にも相変わ無様だね
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガ
ここ最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢ガ
最低です
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
相変わ無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドガ
ここ最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ガ
最低です
そのキスマークは逆指名。つまりは
重ねて
無様だね
Wait, what's that? You unlock level? I didn't see.
無様
夢のアンガ
ここ最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ガ
最低です
Alright, there we
お
go.
前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
Okay, we're gonna need to do a bit of
どこ
a
で稼ぎまくるんだ
trickery switchery here. Since we do want to level up Boogeyman, but he's currently a mentor himself, so let's go ahead and use a different mentor. Doesn't really matter who. Okay, you are up, Babarka. And we will swap out Igolnok as Boogeyman, my beloved.
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデン最高の英雄天使ここは魔王最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガ
最低です
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンガ
最低です
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢ガ
最低です気が済みましたか僕の兄様。では仕事に戻り
さあ
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドガチ
ここ最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアガ
最低です
Yeah, we're gonna try and welcome back.
気が済みましたか僕
Watching
の
another
兄
live stream?
様。
Yeah, that's fine. This isn't exactly the most engaging live stream, but you know, for those that are farming and want to watch someone else to farm to get a bit of motivation, yeah, you can always pick up my stream. It's usually I have topics to talk about, but for the past 2 minutes I kind of didn't say anything.
夢の
I
ア
don't
ンド
know.
バリゾートガ
I'm kind of slightly worried that I'm becoming a slightly more boring person lately. Maybe I've been too obsessed with Housamo making these videos. Like, I don't know, what's normally natural for me to talk about other conversations, it's getting a bit hard nowadays. I mean, let's start to talk about it in today's climate. It's like all the pressing news in Canada about the job prospect system, like, and the unaffordable housing crisis. Like, am I supposed to talk about that? What am I supposed to talk about? Can I talk about the Olympics? Is that still relevant? I mean, isn't that Yusuf guy funny, the way he was holding the gun? I guess. That happened ages ago, though. Is it still going? I don't know if the Olympics is going. I'm not even following it anymore, so it's probably done by now, right? No, I sound like a total boomer right now. I'm not really out of touch with these things.
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次はどこで稼ぎまくるんだ。
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢の赤。
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。無様。さ。
We're happy that you completed your all variants of SAS. Yeah, that banner was definitely something. I mean, if you like SAS, that's definitely a plus for you. Though, you know, each stuff is... He could have used an evolution now that he's kind of been completely deprecated by main quest in your last attempt. His quest, his kit is quite strong, with guaranteed out-of-the-box combo rather than 80% combo from SAS. And you know, he also has a whole bunch of other things going on with flat damage and absolute movement and all that. Like with your laptop existing, the only reason you wouldn't want to use him over SAS is if you didn't have him and you don't want to bring your laptop in the support slot. But you know, your laptop works perfectly fine in the support slot too, since he doesn't really have any on-hit effects that other people would want to be slotted later for. Oh my gosh, how long has my... Guys, you gotta let me know if my camera's frozen. Let me get to that. Deactivate, reactivate. Resort, deactivate, reactivate. Oh. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm trying to fix the camera. Normally it works fine if I deactivate it like this, but it seems to be kind of temperamental right now. That's embarrassing. Deactivate already! For those that are wondering why I can't see anything, it's because I'm currently switched to a scene that is literally just my camera. And normally turning it on and off works, but I don't know. It's like I can see my webcam's not working right now perfectly. I'm gonna see if I can go to the back of my computer and readjust it. Ignore that scene. Let's see what I can do. Follow this wire, because I don't remember which wire. Sure. Work. That is grainy. Okay, there you go. Jeez. Sorry to interrupt the very intense gameplay. You must have missed so much content from that. At the very least, I'm glad I don't have to turn off Team Question to fix my camera. I had to do that in the past before.
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に戻ります。さあ、無様だね。ガチで無様。ガチで無様。 僕はエデン最高ブザ
ここは最低だ。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザマ
ガチで
ブブ最低です。気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事
さあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデンスブ最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
ゆか
さ
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳重ねて
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンドバガチ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆか
最低です。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次はどこで稼ぎまくるんだ。
From everything.
重ねて
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザマ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデン最ブ
ここは魔王
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガ
最低です。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次はさあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンドバガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
夢が
最低気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に
さあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアガ
最低です。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆか
最低
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
相変わブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザマ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデンスブ
ここは魔王
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆか
最低です。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザマ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のガチ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆか
最低です。
キャナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
さあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデン最ブ
ここは魔
最低
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブ
夢が
最低です。
キャナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
相変わブザマだね。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンドガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆか
最低です。
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず 川柳猛暑をここにさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様。僕はエデン最ブ
ここは魔王
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
ガ毎度
最低。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが
It's a
止
bit
ま
weird
ら
hearing
ん
this
ぜ
song played in the actual
無
proper
様だ
place.
ね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガ
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無無
毎度
Moving right.
毎度
Oh well.
頑張って
無様
ガ毎度さあ捕まえたどうさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガチ毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無僕はエデンスブ
毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガチ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチで
無様
ガチ
無様
Do you guys have any anime or manga recommendations? I don't normally ask this, but
無様
the season's been like mega dead.
最低です。
There's like pretty much nothing good at all that's new this season. Just things that were good that's carrying over from the previous season, or like
僕の兄様。
I don't know,
では
just a
仕
bunch of
事に戻ります。
isekais and harems
あなたが
shits.
残した仕事へ
I've been trying to pick up some manga too, which I don't normally read, but that's just how desperate I
と。
am.
無様だね。
And I don't know, I just picked one up, I thought the premise was cool, and then it ended up being some sort of harem self-masturbation shit about like how helpful the MC is and he gets all the wifeys. And all the guys just don't understand if they're just kinder, they would succeed too, like,
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
yeah, I am
夢のガチ
all ears here if you guys have any suggestions for
毎度
any show, not even just anime, but
さあ
anything at all.
捕まえたどうしたそんなに怯えて
Because as I mentioned before, I was
無
like,
様だね。
I watched
ガチで
無
Made in Abyss quite a while ago, but I just happened to rewatch it again.
夢のアンドバリーズガチ毎度
Nothing.
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
道は見えている毎度
Right
最
now, the only show that I'm kind of looking forward to is the continuous release of
さあ捕ま
Fable
え
or
た
Fable, whatever you want to pronounce it as.
どうしたそんなにさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドバリー
So
ズ
you know, with previous seasons having like
最低です。
the Golden City from Made in Abyss and like
来ねえよ。
Attack on Titan and
無様
ガチで
無様
夢が
My Hero Academia
最低です。
and Jujutsu Kaisen and like what's it called?
さあ捕まえ
The Demon Slayer
たどう
thing.
したそんなに
There was like a lot of
怯え
good
て
stuff within the past year,
いいか
but the season is just
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
Power of God season 2. I think I saw the first season and it looked stylish, but it was like
夢
in
の
the
アン
end,
ドバ
the
リー
story didn't really make sense with the way it was pacing.
最低です。
So I kind of didn't want to pick that up.
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無無様
毎度
最低
Funnily enough, I did actually pick up one show that is completely different from everything.
捕まえ
I ended up watching
たどうしたそんなにさあ
無
The
様だ
Chosen.
ね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
It's definitely not what you'd expect from someone
夢の
like
ア
me.
ンドバリーズを
Yeah, yeah. The Chosen is
最低です。
it's like a dramatization
来ねえよ。
of Jesus Christ's life. It's good though, I swear to God, it's actually really good.
道は見えている
Like,
最
I
低
know there's a lot of Christian entertainment that's like horniness garbage, playing dog shit, and like very preachy and all that. But this one is like actually very cool and like produced as if it were an actual Netflix series or something like that. But as a matter of fact, it was not. It was produced by crowdfunding by Christian Swan, Christian. So that's kind of like insane, and you know, I wouldn't believe it until I saw it. But like, there's like 4 seasons of True Bliss. I'm looking forward to the next one. Or Jesus Christ is coming. Thank Adonis.
無様だね。無様。無様。
夢の
最低です。
来ねえよ。
無様。無様。
I just realized I started streaming Blossom Farming, but I didn't actually say what my targets were for,
最低で
like
す。
who I want to boost. There's not really too many urgent people right now. Like Anbari's already
僕の
done,
兄様。
needs it, and
で
like
は仕事
Shiva's
に
already done, who actually needs
無
it.
様だね。
I'm currently working on the project with Shiva right now to
無様。
boost the Warmonger's affiliation one more time, so that he can finally one-shot Ramu, which would open the way to seed farming while also upping up units and backwards vectors. But that's still a work in progress, so for now I'm kind of forced to farm for blossoms. You
無様。
know,
無
obviously it's better generally.
無様。最低です。
But as for my targets right now, I mean, I guess Mikael could use some. He's like for support slot. Maybe some people would be more interested in using if he adds some blossoms. Maybe the other mentors. Maybe Taru might take. It's like nothing is super important for farming. Like, every single farming is done in current use. Between Kruzenik and Dad is already fully attack blossom.
最低です。
Like, should I be even bothering blossoming Qinglong, for example?
無様。
Not really, but I'm doing it anyways because I'm running out of choices here.
最低です。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
Hey, Harrison, could I give out a board wipe guide? Like a
僕はエ
video
デ
for
ン
it?
最
I've
高。
I've debated on making videos on various gameplay guides. I mean, how do I describe this? The videos for the units themselves take a lot of effort, of course. That's a bit of a cop-out. It's because I've definitely considered making gameplay guides, namely for optimization for resources. But as for specific setups,
夢のアンドバーリゾートへガチ。
it's like
最低です。
I've considered that too. It's just that it's constantly evolving, and a lot of the script I wrote beforehand also ended up being deprecated very soon after, like, especially with Razor stuff, because there's always boosters coming
あな
out.
たが残した
And
仕
with
事
board wipe stuff, it's just getting easier and easier. Like at this point, it could just tell you to use Oscar as well in support slot, which would not be very helpful, but that's also just the reality of if you want a board wiper, it's just bring Oscar or Summer Shiva. There are setups where you can use for instant board wipe setups that don't use them. They are a bit dated now, like you could use a regular Shiva with, for example, Ryota or Summer Behemoth. But as I said, they're dated just on the fact that they require other units and you can't just bring other boosters at that point. I don't know how relevant that would be for some people, but I do know that board wiping is fun, so like I'm sure people want to know how to board wipe.
僕
But
無様。
we just have such accessible let's go. Answers now, such as even with we have a mob that can board wipe. That's insane. With fucking Infernal live streamers especially. It's like now they're just giving it out like candy. They give you like 9 different types.
無様だ
And
ね。
like all you have to do is just stack a bunch of buffs behind them or directly on them. Which is like super easy in this game. That's literally what this game is developed to, stacking damage buffs. So it's like no issue at all.
夢
At
の
all.
アンガチ。
最低です。
That's like, and it also starts making me wondering, like, does it really need a guide? I could make a guide, but it's like it's prone to deprecation.
ガチで
無
I
様。
could try to, I don't know. In the end, I'm making excuses. I would if I wasn't so lazy, because it's like
夢のアンガチ。
it would be good to make, for example,
最低です。
a guide that updates every year. That'd be like free content for me to make. I'm just I don't know, my workflow is very structured in a way that can actually limit me sometimes. When I commit to something like making a guide, it's like I want like an entire template for the guide so that I can replicate it later on, and I need to like prepare all the notes or the asset list I need to collect. It can like be quite impeding, to be honest. Like, for example, if you guys remember, I made a one skit ages ago about like the Christmas one story, and I made an entire like template out of that, and I haven't done it ever again. It's because the next one I was planning to do was actually going to be the first or second chapters of the main story. But then I was like summarizing the main story, I was like listing all the characters I needed assets for, I was like downloading them, and I was like trying to figure out a solution for making it presentable in dialogue, and trying to figure out what parts to cut, and just like you get bogged down so much, and then other content comes out that I need to make for it, and I end up losing focus on that while I work on the present. So the answer to your question is I could definitely get one out. It's just a matter of, you know, if there's enough of a dead period of time that I would bother to. Well, at that point, who's even playing the game? I don't really see the demand for it as much nowadays. Maybe 2 years ago, board wiping was still very flashy, but I just figured, you know, it's not exactly something that needs a guide nowadays. You just bring a single unit that can independently do it. Even like Ben 10 can do it, which is like, she's not the best unit, but she can literally just stand there and do nothing. Yo, visit, we're totally not just talking your dough ball husband right now.
最低です。気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事。無様だね。無様。無様。僕はエデンス。ここは魔王。最低です。ブザブザ夢の赤最低です。
It's been a while for sure, but you know, I see periodically. Hope you, I don't know. Thank you. I hope you guys have been well too. You specifically did. But yeah, it's kind of slow right now. I don't know. It's kind of nothing period, to be honest. Just like in the game itself. I know a lot of people have maybe gotten a bit bored with this game, myself included. The only reason I don't feel nearly as much is because I'm also making YouTube content for every single banner, which is like really unnecessary, but it's like, whatever. Some people want to know if this banner is worth pulling or not. It's like, some people don't see it as an obvious answer, so it's helpful. And that rush when I help someone, it's still there, you know? That's originally I got so into this game. One of the main reasons anyways. The fact that I can help people, and it was actually, you know, observed. And it actually helped. But yeah, personal life-wise, it's not going as well as it has gone. So, take that as you will. I'm gonna bring down the stream by going into it again. I think I've done that in the past way too many times.
夢の赤
最低です。
さあ捕まえたどうしたそんさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンスここは魔王最低です。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無様最低
What am I doing? No! Get back here, you stupid fucking bitch.
またのお越しは夢が悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳猛暑をここにさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドバリガチ
最低
I actually got just renewed my passport. When I mentioned I went to the post office, that's what I was getting. And my photo is like extremely different back then. Like I don't think I've been streaming for 5 years, right? I probably haven't been playing this game for 5 years, but you guys haven't seen me when I first played. I looked so different back then. You wouldn't be able to recognize me. Yeah, I'm gonna get my passport actually. Let me see if I can share without sharing explicit details. Yeah, it's for fun. Alright, I'm gonna do my very best to try to censor the information. So... Hold on, is this censoring it properly? I don't know if it is. Here's me as a baby. My child passport. Can you believe that's me? You guys can't see this properly. I'm gonna use my hands to cover it. Right. This is probably fine. I don't know if you can see this properly. Oh my god, glare. That's me when I was a kid. There's nothing important on the upper side. And here was me 5 years ago. Oh god. Really how I look. Gross. Look at that shit. Smooth as a baby's butt. So yeah, all this facial hair I grew, and the hairstyle I'm having, glasses and all that. So like, extra shit I had committed doing within the past 5 years. Hope you enjoyed that little piece of visual trivia about me. Oh yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I bothered getting my passport renewed. It's a bit pessimistic, to be honest. Like my one from 5 years ago was expiring because it only lasts for 5 years. But it's like I don't really travel that often. I don't get a chance to travel overseas. Maybe like once every 10 years, and probably even less right now given my circumstances. I just realized it would have been better to like full screen my camera so you guys could see it better. Well, let's see if I can do that. Alright. So if you're wondering, of course, here's my current passport. Nothing surprising about that. Look just like it, I guess. My name peeked out. Hopefully that was too low quality for you guys to see. I mean, I think I mentioned what my name was like ages ago, so it's not like a super big secret, but it's also like, what's it called? It's whatever. It's not good for me to publicize given the kind of game I stream. Here's me 5 years ago though. Completely different. Claire, please. Ugh. Oh, gross. Yeah, that's me. Ew. She doesn't have confusion. I mean, couldn't see Ching Long.
最低。
Oh wow, quite a lot of you are farming for seed, huh? I didn't expect that.
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢がはい毎度
最低です。
はい毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に。
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
はいガチで
ブザはい僕はエデンさん。ブザ
はい
ここは魔王。
最低です。
はい毎度ガチ
ブザ
はいガチで
ブザ
はいがはい毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に戻ります。あなたが残した仕事へと。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい僕はエデン最高。ブザ
はい
ここは魔王。
最低。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
はいガはい毎度
最低です。
はい毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんな
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
はい夢のアンドバガチはい毎度ここ
最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
はい夢がはい毎度
最低。
はい毎度
キャラドゥの戦士の強さ
Okay, we passed the hour mark. Might as well use our blossoms and all that. I know it's suboptimal, but like,
バリンゴ使っ
streams are really fucking efficient as fuck nowadays, so might as well. Like, we can hold as many blossoms as we want, but might as well just. There's no reason to avoid doing it. We have an entire week to be farming, so whatever. Alright, who do we want to be blossoming right now? I'm like, very, all over the place, as you can see. I'm not really sure who to commit to. I kind of want to do Ego Unlock because I really think he's cute, but it's also like, why? He does nothing. Maybe HP seeds, but like he does fucking nothing attack wise, so like, no. I should probably just focus on mentors, but that's kind of like my rationale. As you can see, I've been spreading it between them. I've also been spreading them between like tank-based units and HP seeds, sorry. Attack seeds wise, mostly just mentors. Oscar for some reason, and other situational challenge units I use very often. Okay, I guess we should try to bring Sandayu up to range here. Where is the thing, please? Okay. Let's go ahead and use 7 at a time. Oh no. What is that? 6? There you go. This is just a very small optimization for reducing the coin cost by bundling them in a certain way. Which means it ends up being slower than it needs to for other people, but whatever, we got time. I got time. Where's that useless fucker that I probably will never use? Fucking King Arthur-ass garbage kit. But he's a mentor. Whatever. Listen, I don't need stronger challenge plus units. Challenges are already a joke, and with affiliations too, it's like overkill. I don't need to invest in fucking cups of water when I have the entire ocean here. Yeah, it was taking longer than I thought. I guess this is quite a huge interruption. Oh well. So I was reminded by Irby that it's actually kind of a weird day for me to be like farming. Normally I'm farming during the weekend or something. The reason for that is I kind of just forgot. So I just wanted to stream as soon as possible, and I forgot that I normally pull off until then. There's no other reason, to be honest. But because of that, I wasn't able to showcase the new months, which is just like, I mean, most of everything's here already, but the new months will also be including some more exchangeables for guild seals, so be sure to do that when it rolls over. I'm looking forward to swap some more units. Who specifically? Now that's a more solid question. I want to swap Shiva into Outlaws, so we can equip the Outlaws Seed Booster. I usually go up to 1250 with just the tier 2s and then go the rest of the way with tier 3s. Go Jockey, we're just very slowly choosing who to attack Blossom here in a very optimal but sluggish way. All the strong units I have Blossom, but then I'm just like, do I want easier challenges? Not really. Guess we'll work on shitty ass trick Jin here. Three, 5, 6. All right. Let's stop there for the tier 2s. Let's see what we can number tier 3s on. I already have Qinglong up. Maybe I should work on Mikhail. I don't know. Qinglong damage is not really relevant. What? Maybe I'll boost Mikhail instead. You got all featured units in new banner already, so it's a guaranteed skip for you. Hey, nice. Easy out. Yeah, I was farming HP Blossoms earlier. I don't know why. Something came over me. I was like, oh, but I can't level anyone because I forgot Boogeyman existed. So I was leveling Walter for a bit since he's actually part of my team in my HP Blossom. But then I was like, wait a second, I can just level Boogeyman. Can I seed him? Should we seed him? I can. Am I going to max out blossoming almost everyone? I mean, the goal is to actually attack seed everyone. Even though it looks like I'm blossoming people. But that's just incidental because, you know, I'm gonna be very close to attack seeding everyone at this point. So the rest of the one, I'm kind of just using based on the auxiliary attack seeds I'm getting for the blossom farm. And for the blossoms, I'm not entirely sure what my strategy is for them. I'm just gonna pick priority units that I might actually use for farming. Right, we should actually, good point though, we should focus on who we're gonna seed now. Alright. Sort it that way, and back to us. Why? Hikati, it's just because she has a large range. There's like no other reason. She does nothing else. But she might be used for complicating one time. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna be attack seeding everyone eventually. Prioritizing those would be actually useful though. So let's sort by 4 stars. This is taking too long. This is supposed to be a seed farm. Why am I taking so long in this shit? Let's hurry up, please. The ones I'm more likely to actually practically use are, well, Citri has damage buffs, so let's work on him. Okay, let's just bunch on him for now. And we can also work on Sumi. I believe he also has the damage amp, even though he's kind of shit. But it's there. And anti-shotgun has some damage, I guess. Discount boss killer at home. We will work on these projects eventually. I don't know. I was working on Reprobus at all. Reprobussy. And lastly, Tetsuya. He actually does that damage too, and can be used for farming. But I just keep on forgetting he exists. That's the only reason why I haven't seeded him. I think that's everyone that has damage buffs or that had any sort of killing power. So we could probably just skip the rest of the filter right now. I guess there's Gunzo. Does he have a damage buff? Berserk on self. Heal. Okay, whatever. Really has any other damage buffs, I believe. That said, we can work on just seeding the ones who have a bit of range, in case we're really out of options. And Sama, there you go. Who is left with range that I didn't get? I should get to Robinson and what's his name? Lucifuge next. I think those are the only two, yeah. Everyone else has kind of crappy range. I also want to do, well, I guess I should do Fenrir since he has good horizontal range. But I want to do Eagle Knock in bed all night on the counter and catch him. So I'll get to him eventually, even if it doesn't matter. Returning back to the farm. Right, quite a lot of you want a seed farm. What the fuck? Hold on. This is my There you are.
僕もあちらへ行くよ、アイザック。あの子たちに自分から会いに行ってみようと思うんだ。
わかった、テュアリング。ならば僕も共に行こう。夜明けのロボットよ。今こそ浮上する時だ。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい。
夢のアンドガはい
ここ最低です。
はいガチ
無様。
ガチ
無はい
ガはい
最低。
はいカナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。お前も
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい僕はエデンブはい最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。はい
ゆかはい
最低です。はい
カナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のアンガ
ここ最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。はい
ガはい
最低です。気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のアンドガ
ここ最低です。はい
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。はい無様。はい最低です。はい気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい僕はエデンサイブザはいここは最低です。はい
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはいブはい最低です。はい気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に戻ります。あなた
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のアガはい
最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
ブザはいブザはい最低です。はい
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい
夢のアンガ
はいここ最低はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブはい
ガはい
最低です。
さあ捕まえたどう
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
ブザはい僕はエデンブはいここは最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい
ガはい
最低です。
はいカナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。重ねて
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
ブザはい
夢のガはい
ここ最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザはい
ガはい
最低です。
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず千里
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい
夢のガはい
ここ最低
はい
ガチブザガチでブザはいゆかはい毎度最低ですはい毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳さあ
I'm honestly kind of shocked that there's an equal amount of blossoms and seeds. Like, I'm happy that some people are farming for seeds, but an equal amount is, and as the highest amount is insane. What the fuck? What are you guys doing with the seeds?
最低です
By the way, I forgot to mention, there's a limited dungeon right now. 2 limited dungeons, the seed and blossom dungeon. I actually recommend you don't do either of them. Just use your things, your dungeon points for the regular dungeon instead. If we're talking about what offers the best ratio between like 24 hours of stamina from drop quests or like free quests or daily quests versus the dungeons that are available, such as the limited dungeons for seeds or blossoms versus or the coin dungeon versus a permanent dungeon for or the permanent dungeon or card XP versus the daily spar. The best ratio you can get is actually from the coin dungeon. So that's gonna be most worth your time. And then the second most worth your time is actually not gonna be seed or blossom. It's going to be card XP.
最低です
キャナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまえお前も
ブザマだねガチでブザマガチでブザはい夢のはいここ最低ですはい
In other words, save your lamp oil for coin dungeons. And just do the permanent dungeon right now. Incidentally, even though Blossoms is the most enticing, it's actually the worst option. You got more. The seed dungeon has a better ratio of reward than the Blossom dungeon does at that point.
僕はエデン最高の絵ブザはいここは最低はい
So if you must do one of them, do the seed dungeon instead.
ガチブザガチブはいガはい最低ですはい
キャナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまえ
さあ
ブザマだねガチでブザガチでブザはい僕はエデンブはい最低ですはい
Man, some of the music from Housamo makes you really go like, was this really composed for some big Japanese gacha game? That's very obscure. Because like this is one of the best scenes in this game, man. It's not what you'd expect for sure. Not just from this game, but for many games. It's very I don't know, evocative of something. Ambitious and not just following the normal ways he's composed.
来ねえよ
ガチブザガチでブザはいガチはい最低です
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜさあ
ブザマだねガチでブザマガチでブザはい
夢のガチはい毎度
最低です
毎度
ガチブザガチでブザはい
道は見え
はい毎度最低ですはい
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず
さあ
ブザマだね
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい僕はエデンスブはい
毎度
最低ですはい
来ねえよ
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい
ガはい毎度
最低です
毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様では相変わブザマだね
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい
夢のガはいここ
最低です
はい
来ねえよ
ガ
ガチブザガチでブザはいガはい毎度最低です
毎度ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。お前もバリごつかったけどさあ
ブザマだねガチブザはいガチでブザはい夢がはい毎度最低ですはい
来ねえよ。
ガチブザはいガチブザはいゆがはい毎度最低ですはい毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
相変わブザマだねガチでブザマガチでブザはい僕は絵でブはいここは最低です毎度ガチブザガチブザはいガはい毎度最低はい毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳
相変わブザマだねガチでブザはいガチでブザはい夢のガはい毎度ここ最低です毎度ガチブザはいガチでブザはいゆがはい毎度最低はい毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
I heard the
ブザマだね
seal farm
ブザ
is actually extremely easy. I don't know what exactly the team building considerations are for it. I think I was spoiled with one feature, but it's not really something that's relevant for offensive teams. So it's a bit sad if that's true. Because like I had a lot of fun building these teams and refining them to be as optimal as possible, and it's actually giving me something to focus on leveling and to put on support for people to use. If Chapter 15 is just like super easy quests, then like, I don't know.
川柳重ねて
ブザマだね
It's like I'm already waiting for 2 years from now rather than next year.
僕は
I mean, the resource will be nice, but the team building is not going to be very interesting.
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチブザ
道は
毎度最低です毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず
さあブザマだねガチでブザガチでブザ夢のアンガはい毎度最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチでブザガはい毎度最低はい毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
さあ
ブザマだねガチでブザガチでブザ夢のガはいここ最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチでブザ夢のガはい毎度最低です毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。お前もバリごつかったけど
相変わブザマだねガチブザマガチでブザ夢のガはい毎度最低です
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチでブザ夢がはい毎度最低です毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次はどこで稼ぎまくるんだ。
I'll let you guys take a peek at my seed quest just to show what I'm working on right now for it. I don't think that seeds are a bad investment for sure. It's something I've invested in much longer than anyone else, especially for my goal for seeding everyone. It's just that, you know, it's coming too close for me, but that'll be irrelevant if I just want to gather something quickly for a new unit I like. But yeah, to give you my progress on how it looks, let's go ahead and bring our seed booster for party here. Thank goodness some people put it up. You can see over here, it's mostly the same composition, except right now it's leveling towards Shiva. He's not quite strong enough to clear right now, unfortunately. But I do actually need all of these units right now until I move Shiva into Outlaws. Otherwise, I do need to bring Sandayu. So it's gonna be a bit of a waste of an EXP right now, which is why I'm not currently using this team. And it's also not quite strong enough to one-shot Ramu, but it's very close. I just need to invest one more in it. Just give you a demonstration. Here's how it works. Essentially, I just need to exploit two things that have a tiny bit of RNG because of position. And it's not guaranteed as a result, but it's like more than 99% chance it's gonna work. Essentially, what I need is concentration from Xinglong. As well as break from Anvari, the first Anvari specifically. That break is not guaranteed, and that's the issue. It's guaranteed if he's beside Xinglong for the concentration, but sometimes he can't be because of positioning, in which case it's only 90% chance. So it's a very specific situation where it's not guaranteed. But yeah, right now it's not quite strong enough, very close. You can see like how insanely close it is. There's like one more investment and that's enough to one-shot. It's kind of irritating actually. It'll only take one extra turn, but you know, it requires a stupid move because possession, RNG. We'll go ahead and finish that up. And head back to blossom farming for now.
無様だね。ガチで無様。はい。ガチで無様。はい。僕はエデン最無様。はい。最低です。はい。ガチ無様。ガチ無様。はい。無はい。最低です。
ダナドゥの選手の強さ見せてやったばい。
相変わらず無様だね。ガチで無様。はい。ガチ無様。はい。僕はエデン最無はい。最低です。はい。
ごね
ガチ無様。はい。ガチで無はい。ガはい。最低。はい。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
相変わらず無様だね。ガチで無様。はい。ガチで無様。はい。
夢のハンドバリが
はい。最低。はい。
ごねよ。
ガチ無様。はい。ガチで無はい。無様。はい。
And this song is so hype. It's too bad that Summer River Adventure Story actually sucked ass. I mean, it was fun. It wasn't bad. That's being mean. It was like, it's better than a lot of bottom barrel stuff. Like, it had an internet series of quests or like, you know, happenings. It was fun. It wasn't trying to be serious. My main problem with it is when it tried to be serious in the last possible second with Oguchi, and it didn't make any fucking sense. That was just like, what was even going on over there? Oguchi's like, oh, I've suddenly taken up all the roles of the world of Takamagahara, and I'm not myself except when you through the power of friendship. Fucking Goemon effect where these summer fire characters are absolute shit in writing, despite having such cool designs and cool voice acting.
僕はエデブはいここは最低です。はい。
Never mind. I still haven't read the other special quests for that quest. I've only read the ones on screen. It didn't really entice me to bother reading the rest. Shiva and Arachne and Thunderbird.
ダナドゥの選手の強さ見せてやったばい。お前もバリゴツかったけど。相手が悪さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。ガチ無様。はい。僕はエデンスブはい。最低です。はい。
ごねよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。はい。
ガはい。
最低です。
はい。
さあ どうしたそんなに怯えて。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドガはいここ
最低です。
はい毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無はい無
はい毎度
最低。
Ah, shit, did he get?
毎度
Okay, good.
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんな。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンガはい毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無
ガはい毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。相変わらず無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデン最無。ここは魔王。最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
相変わらず無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無
夢のアンガ毎度
最低です。
毎度ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデンさん。ここは魔王。最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。
ゆが毎度
最低です。
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳猛暑をここにあり。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンガ
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。無様。
毎度
最低。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯え。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドバリズガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガ毎度
最低です。
毎度ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
相変わらず無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうし。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガ毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
I'm surprised they didn't use this song during one of the farms. I believe they used the same one song for both HP and Blossom
見
farms.
せてやったまい。
This one could have been used for, like, for example, one of them.
無
But
様だね。
ガチで
無様。
I agree with that the other one was cool. I kind of like this one though. Some people don't though.
夢のガ毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎 キャナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドバーガー
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無
夢ガチ
最低。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガチ
最低です。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無
ガチ
最低です。気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事に戻ります。あなたが残っ
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドガチ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ゆガ
最低です。
さあ捕まえたどうしたそんなさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドガチ
最低。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様無様最低。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンさんここは魔王最低です。無様
ガチで
無様
夢ガ
最低。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ガ
最低です。
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンここは魔最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ゆガ
最低です。
さあ捕まえたどうしたさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデン最高の無様ここは魔最低。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
ガ
最低です。
さあ捕まえたどうしたそんなに呼びさあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無様
夢が
最低です。
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳猛暑をここにあり重ねて
無様だね。
Maybe I'll do a bit of HP farming.
ガチで
無様
Since I've never really streamed HP farming before, I mean, it's not really optimal, but it's also like,
僕はエデンスここ
I
は
only
魔
have a few units that I think would benefit from it, practically like mentors. But I use them, right? So wouldn't hurt to do it.
ブザガチブはい夢がはい最低はい気が済みましたか僕の兄様。さあ無様だね。ガチで無様ガチで無様はい僕はエデンスブはいここは魔王最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ブザガチブザはい夢がはい最低です。はい
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次は
相変わ無様だね。ガチブザ
At the very least, I'll give one demonstration of it. I mean, I already gave a demonstration
僕
of
はエデ
my
ン最高の英雄ブ
what's it from
ここは魔
seed
王
farm.
最
Might as
低
well give a demonstration of the HP farm.
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチでブザはいゆがはい最低はい
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそん
さあ
ブザマだね。ガチでブザガチでブザ
I'll do a demonstration after we use the drink.
僕はエデンブはい最低です。ガチブザガチブザはいゆがはい最低はい
お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
重ねて
ブザマだね。ガチでブザマガチでブザはい
夢の
ガはいここ最低です。はいガチブザガチでブザはいゆがはい最低
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。かわいいかわいいかわいい。
相変わブザマだね。ガチでブザガチでブザはい僕はエデブザはいここはま最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチブザガチでブザはいガチはい最低です。
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそん重ねて
ブザマだね。ガチでブザマガチでブザはい
夢の
ガはいここは最低です。
No, it's not right.
ガチブザガチでブはい
It's not right. Okay, whatever.
夢のアンドバ
Is it strong enough? Hopefully it's strong enough.
最低
Whatever.
ブザはい
You shouldn't die.
最低です。
カナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。お前もバリ
さあ
ブザマだね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザはい僕はエデブはいここは魔王最低です。はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザはい
ゆがはい
最低です。
カナドゥの戦士
Alright, let's do a quick demonstration of the HP farm. Just to give you
お
an
前
example
も
of how
バ
it
リ
works.
ごつかったけど
So if this is a tunnel map, I mean, all of you are familiar with this after 2 years of doing it. And we are going to be bringing Anvari. Blossom, as usual. But I have a separate team for this because Mikhail obviously doesn't work for that. It's Walter! And I'm leveling him up. And I'm actually pulling all the XP in him right now, since he is level seeded. Oh yeah, what the setup does is it kind of doesn't deal with skill lock at all. Or Loki's bind. If he's binded, or Anvari's binded, he kind of just doesn't care because he has so much damage from Walter. So it doesn't matter. He gets his damage rolls from Walter and he gets his damage rolls from Chinglong.
夢が ガチではいガ人はいガはい
隠れろイカズチ。
はい
There's a bit of trickery depending on if Anvari, support Anvari rather, spawns in the center because then he'll inflict a stigma on Loki, which may or may not guaranteed, make himself bestow reflect debuff for the next one. Which is a problem since with Walter's evolution, he also inflicts possession to not just the enemy he hits, but also those left and right, which will prevent him from attacking in the next turn. It's a bit of like a simple but it's kind of annoying tree to follow.
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
はいガチで
無様はい僕はエデンス無様はい最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
はいガチで
無はい無はい最低です。
はい
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
はいガチで
無様
はい夢のガチはい
ここ最低
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
はいガチで
無
はい
無
はい
最低です。
はい
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。では相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい夢のガチはい
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
はいガチはい
最低です。
はいお前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい夢のガチはい
ここ最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
はいゆがはい
最低です。
はい
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい
僕はエデン最高の英雄
はい
ここは魔王最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
はいゆがはい
最低です。
はい
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。かわいい。
Alright, since the last time it took so long to actually use our seeds and blossoms, let's go ahead and use them right now, 5 minutes early before the hour mark. And we'll do that again for the last hour. Okay, let's go ahead and elevate these bozos. And everyone else has kind of mid-range. Or short range. We'll just work on the stacking S too. Might as well. Oh, Robinson. How did I miss him? Sorry, Vincent. There's only a bit left over for you. We missed Gotozaimon, whatever. We'll get to him at the end. Or them. Alright, let's see who we can attack Blossom among the ones that we already worked on. It's late. Let's filter this by 3 stars, please. We can finish off Mikhail, maybe? Hopefully. He's let go of... No, please don't. Remove. Fix ourselves enough to finish Mikhail up. Now he is ready to oversee the final judgment. Now who is next? Should probably work on Sandayu just to make it ready in the future. Or mentor column clearing. Even though I never use them because that exists. Maybe Chenglong? It's not that important to boost his attack. I'm more likely to use Chenglong than I am to attack with Chenglong than I am with Sandayu, so I might as well. And for the rest, we'll just try to elevate some people into that 1250 range. Where is... There she is. I think Suzuka deserves it at this point. She's quite strong now. You know, even though I never do it, Suzuka would actually be pretty optimal for the HP Seed farm. She's a 4-star and she can clear the front row herself. And I could use Anvaris at that point to clear the back row. So between her and Beowulf, I would actually say, I mean, they're both equally good at farming that, but Suzuka wins out even though she needs to move just because she has a lot of other utility, like removing debuffs as well as having like a chance of even more extreme damage. It's kind of funny how good her kit is. I guess it just stands out as really good now that, what's it called? It stands out as good when you just... What am I trying to say? It stands out as good when there's like barely any other front row clears that are near as good. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'll just bring her out of that later. Like could work on Beowulf for the same reason, but it's fucking Beowulf, man. Like, whatever. It's not urgent, but he's always featured. Maybe it'll work. Yeah. Are there any other mentors I could do? Let's see. What is... Wasn't I working on Jin before? I was. I need to finish. I forgot he existed because he's so irrelevant. My bad. I was literally just working on him. We'll get to you next time. I promise. Even I was working on you before. Alright, let's keep at it. Oh man, we're all, like around halfway done our drinks already. Damn. Too fast.
Sa 無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい。
夢のアンドがはい
ここ最低です。
はいはいどガチ
無様。
ガチ
無はい
夢のガはいはいど
はい
はいど
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のあがはい
ここ最低はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。はい
ガチ
無様。はい
ガはいはいど
最低
はいはいどお前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のアンガはい
ここ最低はい
はいどガチ
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい無様。はい
はいど
最低です
はいど
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。はい僕はエデン最無はい
はいど
最低ですはい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。はい
ゆがはいはいど
最低です
はいど
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のガチ
はい
はいど
ここ最低ですはい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい
ガはいはいど
最低です
はいはいど
カナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやった
相変わ無様だね
ガチで
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい僕はエデン最無様。はいここはま最
Maybe
低
I
です
should remove this from my playlist.
ガチ
無様。はい
ガ
The
チ
theme plays when you are a unit in the enemy side during a farm campaign.
最低です
はいはいどお前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
さ
無様だね
ガチで
無様。はい
ガチで
無様。はい
夢のアンドボガ
はいここ最低はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。はい
ガチ
無様。はい無様。はい
はいど
最低です
はいど
カナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。お前もバリごつかったけど
さあ
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンブ
ここは最低です。
来ねえよ。
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆが毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうし
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンドガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザブザ
毎度
最低です。
毎度
タナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。
さ
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデンスブ
ここは
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガ毎度
最低
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
夢のガチ
最低
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のガチ
最低です。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
タナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢ガ毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ僕はエデン最ブ
毎度
最低です。
Really grooving out to goofy music.
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
I'm looking forward to Halloween Police's translation.
全業を
Bote seems like a fun character, but I'm cautious optimism. Every time I like the character like Goemon or Oguchi
無
Magami,
様だね。
I'm writing
無
man.
様
But you know,
ブザ
Bote seems like a bona fide fun
僕はエ
jokester,
デン
so
最高の
hopefully that actually holds out. And they don't write him as a nothing character like Goemon.
毎度ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ゆが毎度毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ僕はエデンブザ
毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうし
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
夢のアンドバガチ毎度
最低
来ねえよ。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザブザ
毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のはい毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。さあ次はどこで稼ぐ。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のガチ
ここ最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンス無様ここは最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様無
毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はここは最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンガ毎度
ここ最低
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
道は毎度
最低です。
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はここは最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢が
ここ最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
毎度
さ
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうし
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドボガチ毎度
ここ最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
道は
毎度
最低
毎度
カナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったばい。重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕は
毎度
最低
毎度ガチ
無様
ガチ
無
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。
Oh wow, Boogeyman's half
で
level
は
just
仕
from
事
this
に
farm.
戻
重ねて
無
Really good.
様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
夢のアンドボガ
ここ最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どう
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はここは最低
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無はい
ガチはい毎度
最低です
はい毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。では仕事に戻ります。あなたが残した仕事へ。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無様はい
夢のガチはい
ここ最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無様
はい夢がはい毎度
最低です。
はい毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい夢のガチはい毎度
最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチ
無様
はいガチはい毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。では仕事
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい夢のアンドガチはい
ここ最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
はいガチ
無様
はい
無様
はい毎度
最低
はい毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳
無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい
僕はエデン最無
はい毎度
ここは最低です。
はい
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
はいゆガチはい毎度
最低です。
はい毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様。相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様
はい
僕は無
はい
ここは魔王最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様
ガチで
無
はいゆガチはい毎度
最低です。
はい毎度
気が済みましたか
Okay,
僕の
let's take a
兄様。
small breather.
では
I
仕
feel
事
like I
に
haven't said
戻ります。
anything in a long time.
あなた
I
が
was really in the zone, but it's also I don't know, I feel like I've been a lot more talkative in previous streams. What's it called? I got worried by what Irby told me a while ago in terms of he said that when I hang out with some friends on voice call, normally it's like I don't like hanging around in silence around them. So I've been trying to work towards fixing that by like messaging people just to talk and then we don't actually talk. It feels a bit weird. I don't know, I'd rather be doing something else sometimes, but at the same time apparently it's important for most people. I don't know. I usually have something else I could be doing, but I kind of understand what you're going. Ooh, by the way, this theme, it's one of the fantastic boyfriend scenes that you haven't heard about because it wasn't released during the collaboration. So, late game stuff, pretty cool. Oh yeah, I wish I could figure out what kind of casual stuff to talk about more. Usually I'm a lot more practical when it comes to talking about stuff. Like for example, right now, the main reason why I brought you guys here is if you can see here, every single one of my teams is structured in the same way. It's Anvari in first slot, Anvari in support slot, Chenglong in third slot to give that damage boost and, you know, equip whatever booster. In this case over here, he's actually boosting Shiva further with the Warmonger's bonus. But yeah, there's a Hypercurry in the second slot is the main point. So I'm kind of like very attached to the setup now. It's fairly interesting. And then of course the last two slots are one mentor and then either another mentor and then the Hypercarry gets the EXP, or someone who's actually getting the EXP in the back. That's not always possible without some dispatches. For example, this one right now, I'm kind of forced to bring both Avarga as well as Chenglong, just because they both have the Warmonger's bonus, which Shiva, as you saw, is barely not clearing with. So I need slightly more investment to actually get that working within 3 turns. But if I can move the LEAR onto Shiva eventually, then he should be They have the same attack stats, so it won't change anything. But he actually does have advantage against, like, 4 times advantage against Charm, so it kind of synergizes well. Unfortunately, Hiramu's a resistance to Charm, so it defeats that purpose. But, you know, it's interesting that it exists as a synergy. But yeah, once I can do that, then I can swap out Sandy for someone that I can actually level in the back, which would be nice. But yeah, for those that want to copy my setup, as you can see, Suzuka works perfectly fine for the HP farm too. For HP Seed, I don't know if I will ever want to do that, but I'm kind of tempted just because I can level a 5-star in the back with Suzuka here. But yeah, there's not really any 5-stars I want to... Just plenty of 5-stars I want to level, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. What are the 5-stars I want to level? Like, with this setup, I could probably level up... Hold on. Boogeyman, I guess. Yeah, so there's just barely enough space to make that work. So I'm a big fan of this arrangement for sure. This is such a weird period of time for a campaign though. 1 week for a full half-sam thing. Still gotta release the event stuff too. For the banners. It's gonna be a bit of work. But I guess I can also take a breather the moment that's done. But yeah, just a reminder, here's the setup to absorb it with your eyes if you want to copy it. It does take a lot of work, and it does require hyper carries. But everything else should be staples. Chenglong is like non-negotiable though. Between the damage amp that he offers and the guaranteeing he gives to Unrise Break. So this is modern farming. Of course, you can skip the EXP boost entirely and trivialize it, but like, just from this alone, I've managed to bring a level 82 Boogeyman halfway up his EXP bar, which is pretty impressive given had the insane amount of level requirements there is for that level seeded range of 80 above. Remember how funny.
どうしたそんなに怯えてかわさあ無様だねガチで無様ガチで無様夢のアンドボガはい毎度ここ最低ですはい毎度
This might be a bit TMI with personal relations, but I tried talking with Zalgus in person, what's called, a couple of times. I don't know. With the silence, I thought it was just like supposed to be fine, but I had the feeling that he didn't want to talk to me. So, but he didn't say it, so I was like, that's kind of awkwardness that's always running in my mind. I mean, he accepts the invite, but then he doesn't really say anything at all. So I'm like, am I not that enrichingly like that? I don't he has nothing to say to me. It's a bit depressing, to be honest. At the very least, I'm enjoying talking with Derby lately just because we have party stuff. And also, I've been kind of strong arming him to get me footage for units I don't have. Or at least bring up the sports. Derby was like so... he was really dragging his feet when it came to getting Babylon footage. He has his own Babylon, but he really didn't want to level her at all, despite having 2 evolutions. So much so that he instead asked Zalgus to put her up. And then it was just like the most mid footage ever, just because she was like last slot, and she was just... The only way that would work is if every single other unit was weak as piss, which they were. Like, all girls. Thank God she got an Evo, because I could dump that footage immediately after. Yeah, I knew about the girls banner before it actually released, so I actually had some footage collected for all of them before the Evos, and Derby's footage for Babylon was kind of just like extremely shitposty. I'm glad I could dump that in a bin.
最低。
I don't really talk about my in real life friends lately. I mean, they're there. I don't know. It's just like I'm not in a good financial situation with not having a job after all this time. But they're like you know the rich girls that you see in like Disney movies that are nice but they're rich, just like what's called Ashley Tisdale and Paris Hilton or whatever her name was. Not Paris Hilton, but you know, from the Sweet Life. The rich girl that's actually nice. They're like, there's just a bunch of them in that group that, like, I don't feel comfortable hanging around for too long with, just because they really like spending money, and every time they invite me to stuff, it's just like very expensive outings to like America. Like, vehicle that we have shared expenses for, and like, can we just hang out each other's places or something? They have like very well-paying jobs, so they have like so much money they don't know what to do with. So I guess they want to spend shit. They want to get the latest makeup and clothes, travel around the world, because they travel a lot. Very enviable. When I turned my passports, it was kind of sad when I saw my old one and it only had like 3 stamps on it over the past 5 years. I'm like, the one was the forced America trip. Just like, it's tough having friends of different socioeconomic statuses.
見せてやったばい。お前もバリごつかったけど、さあ
無様だね。ガチ無様、ガチで無様、夢のアンドボ、はい、ここ最低です。はい。
来ねえよ。
ガチ無様、ガチで無様、はい。無、はい。最低。はい。気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。では仕事、相変わ無様だね。無様。
When I compare them to the rich girl, that's because yes, they are mostly girls, and unfortunately, I'm kind of the de facto gay friend. I didn't sign up for this, but it just happens to be that way. Well, I'm kind of unusual for a guy who likes guys, anyways. So I guess I'm already breaking the stereotype a bit. I have like one guy friend that I hang out with along that group, and they're like, trust me, it's not like that. They're so out of touch with relationships and feelings and stuff like that. That's kind of like I was hanging out with like a high schooler or something. I don't know. He seems to be like looking into making some new friends too, some new male friends. Because I don't know, I have a sense that he feels like I'm not good enough as a male friend because I'm not even your typical kind of guy. It's a bit sad, but you know, respect to finding new friends. I'm like way too lazy and I don't even know what to start with that. Not to mention, just like when I was streaming a moment ago with like 20 minutes of not talking, I'm just like, if you leave me alone on a good day, like I'm not gonna feel bad or lonely when it comes to just indulging in something for a super long period of time. Some people, they just absolutely, you know, cannot enjoy things without having someone else involved, which is like multiplayer games or like contacting your people regularly. I welcome people to message me, you know, I'll be friendly with them, I'll add on to that, but I will never feel the urge. Unfortunately, it is what's called a feeling of mine, but for some reason I never feel the urge to reach out to other people at all. Like, I don't invite them to things, I don't tell them about random things that's interesting I found. I don't just say hi or ask how they are. I'm like, in my mind, subconsciously, I've been fighting this for a while, especially with what Ruby told me last time. But yeah, it's just like, in my mind, every single time I talk to someone, I'm just like, if it's not something towards a specific end, I feel like I'm wasting their time. I know that's not true vice versa with me, so I need to realize that. But it's like, if you reach out, like I did with Alcus, and then like no conversation happens at all, and I don't know, I don't get the sense it's pleasant. Like, do people really like that? People just reach out, invite them to call in and not talk. Apparently people do, but I'm just like, it's so weird to me.
無残
ガチで
無
夢のガチ毎度
最低です
毎度
気が済みましたか僕の兄様では仕事に戻りますあなたが残した仕事へと
さあ
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
無様僕はエデンスブ
毎度
ここは
最低です
毎度ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
道は見え毎度
最低です
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳もうさあ
無様だね
ガチで
無様
ガチ
ブザ
I guess another reason I don't really talk about friends that much is because it's not like I'm devoid of social want. And I kind of want like validation when I hang out with my friends or things like that,
ガチで
or with people I choose to be social with. And my friends do not really give me validation at all,
夢のアンド
unfortunately.
ガチ毎度
最低です
毎度
They just make me feel like I'm failing
選手の強さ
or
見せてやったま
feeling
え
some obvious like script that I
無
need to be
様だ
following.
ね
ガチで
無様
ガチで
It's tough being a weirdo like me.
夢のガチ
最低
In
で
case
す
you haven't noticed, I'm a weirdo. Have you ever seen me without this hat?
ガチ
無様
Like, real?
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンガチ毎度
最低です
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行を
I
こ
mean,
ぼ
this
さず
game is very niche in itself, but no.
さあ
無様だね
Would it kill to have one real life friend who was into this too?
ブ
Like,
ザ
seriously.
夢のアンドバーガー毎度
最低です
I envy all the people who can afford to actually travel to meet the friends you meet online.
ガチ
ブザ
It's only people online I've met that can actually connect with common
夢の
interests.
アンガ
And not just play the game of
最低です
trying to contrast with them, trying to offer insight they didn't know, trying to be the, you know,
悪行を逃さ
opposite track kind of
ず
guy.
善行を
Because
こぼさ
every
ず
other person out there has friends where, you know, like meets like, but it's always the opposite for
ブ
me.
ザ
ガチ
Annoying
で
as
ブ
fuck.
ザ
夢のアンガチ
最低です
来ねえよ
ガチ
ブザ
ガチ
ブザブザ
毎度
最低です
毎度
さあ捕まえたどうしたそんなに怯え
相変わ無様だね
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ僕はブザここは最低です
毎度ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザブ
毎度
最低です
毎度
さあ捕まえたどうしたそんな
相変わ無様だね
ガチで
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のアンドバーリゾー
How
ト
did I
へ
do that?
あんなガ
How did I do that?
最低
Wrong!
毎度逆勝賞
ブザ僕はエデブ
毎度
My bad.
ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
ガ毎度
最低です
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜさあ次はどこで稼ぎまくるんだ
Under 20, very nice.
重ねて
無様だね
ガチで
ブザ
ガチ
ブザ僕はエデンブここは魔王最低です
毎度ガチ
ブザ
ガチで
ブザ
夢のガ毎度
最低です
毎度
You know the last time
気が済みま
I
し
actually
た
went out of my way to meet new people? That was my hookup phase.
さあ
That happened like years ago, and I was actually like trying to meet more guys and all that because I was like, I felt like I was behind the curve when it came to understanding sex and all that. So yeah, I got in that and I fixed that issue, but I also learned a lot about myself too during that time. And for better or for worse, it's like I learned it's not satisfying. So it's just like once that drive and to know more about myself and to figure out what everyone is up to like was sort of satisfied. I kind of was like didn't really bother trying to hook up again. It was a bit sad because I feel like I never losing focus. I didn't get a satisfying experience from it in the end, which is unfortunate. I'd like to try again just so that I can actually enjoy it for once, but life is so hard nowadays, I had the luxury of ignorance back then when I was still doing school and still trying to figure out my early career paths and still, under the assumption that there was some level of security. It is very insecure times though. Well, not for everyone, but for me, definitely not secure. I don't got time to be thinking about getting my dick wet when I'm more concerned about figuring out how I can pay for rent. Granted, some people have that freedom to be just like, oh yeah, I'm about to be picked up. Want to hook up? I've seen those lol grinder posts like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd be like that too if I actually enjoyed my version of it. I'd rather have a proper boyfriend at this point though. Alright, 10 minutes left. Enjoy late dinner. Hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. Maybe not enjoy, but hope you guys were able to trance out with me a bit. Yeah, watching with me in farming or doing something else. Or just enjoying the chatting. Just chatting, just like that one category in Twitch. AKA the hot tub section for kitty streamers.
Kiga sumimashita ka? 僕の兄様。
You think I'm able to titty stream?
では
My tits aren't that big,
無様
unfortunately.
だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
Undressing on stream.
夢のアンダ
Not
ー
really. I do have a shirt on.
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。無様。最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらん
Titty
ぜ
stream aside, it is actually really hot here.
どこで稼ぎまくる
From
さ
all
あ
the
無
chores
様
I've
だ
been doing
ね。
today.
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドバー
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。無様。
毎度
最低。
毎度
カナドゥの選手の強さ見せてやったばい。
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドバーガ毎度
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
That's a lot of debuffs on Unvari.
道は見え。
毎度
最低です。
毎度
カナドゥの選手の強さ見せてやったばい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデン。無
毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。かわいい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガチ毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
気が済みましたか、僕の兄様。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドバーガ
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず川柳。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガ
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガ毎度
最低です。
毎度
Every time I hear this song, I think of the Two Girls One Cup theme.
どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデン。
毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。
道は
毎度
最低。
毎度
カナドゥの選手の強さ見せてやったばい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデンス。無様。
毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。無
毎度
さ
毎度
さあ捕まえた。どうしたそんなに怯えて。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガ毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ゆが毎度
最低です。
毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドガ毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。
We'll do this for
お前
5 more
も
minutes
バリゴ
until
使ったけど
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
and then we can use our blossoms, take the final count,
夢のアンド
and
バ
close
リ
out
ガ
the
チ
stream.
毎度
最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンドガチ
最低です。
I do need to make sure to blossom during this time, not forget about him.
ガチ
無様。
Am I forgetting any other mentors? Let's see.
僕はエデン最高の英
I've
雄
worked
敵。
on Sandayu, Boogeyman.
最低です。
Boogeyman. Have I been blossoming Boogeyman? No, he's partially blossomed, I guess.
ダナドゥの戦士の
Then I
強
worked
さ
on Raven
見せ
Arthur.
てやったまい。
Prison Lake of Forest is
無
ready and
様
done.
だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
Titans partially worked, I guess.
僕はエデン
King, yeah, he's easy on me, maybe. Unless I'm getting someone. That'd be embarrassing if I was forgetting someone.
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
ダナドゥの戦士の強さ見せてやったまい。さあ
無様だね。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のアンガチ
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ
無様。
ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぞ。さあ
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はブここは最低です。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ゆガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
悪行を逃さず善行をこぼさず千重ねて
無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢のガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
夢ガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度
さあ捕まえたどうしたそん
相変わ無様だね。
ガチで
無様。
ガチで
無様。僕はエデンスブ
毎度
最低。
来ねえよ。
ガチ
無様。
ガチで
無様。
ゆガチ毎度
最低です。
毎度お前と一緒だと笑いが止まらんぜ。
We don't need to use a drink.
ど
We're
こ
pretty
で
much
稼
done.
ぎまくるんだ。
Unlike the seed farm where I had plenty of time to talk during about like half a topic during a single quest. Like, I can barely catch my breath for each of these quests I'm doing right now. But yeah, let's head to the thingy and use our shit. Why am I looking at this? We can work on Jin. Let's not forget him. Let's just start with him immediately. No, not with major blossoms. That is a lot of blossoms. I'm a big fan of the Oedo Christmas theme. Alright, they are all ready. Let's decide who will get the Ash Bowl. Triples. Let me say the list of mentors actually. Let's see. Catalog. And game mechanics. Who's boosting unit EXP? Dead, Jin, Triton, Avarga, Kuzumik, Sandayu, Boogeyman, Qinglong, and Raven Arthur. Okay, I've worked on them all. There's no one else left. Let's run 2 these here. Already out, dang. Alright, let's take a look. Who's deserving blossoms? This Amino Uzume is also good for long slash farming. Really scrape bottom barrel though. There. Here you go, Ame, no Uzume. You will be the reluctant recipient of my remaining tier 2s until he reaches a certain threshold. Because I have no one else to choose. I feel like there's like a better choice after that I'm not thinking of it right now. Why don't I just work on some common clears instead? They're more likely to be useful than wide slash units. The problem is I already have a bunch of them invested in. I mean, there's so much blossoms here. I guess it's a risk to just do it on her as well. Getting there. Alright, that's a good threshold for her. Let's see what other units would enjoy it. For some reason I don't want to do Beowulf, even though he's actually just better than Amino Uzume. I don't want to do Beowulf. Maybe I should do people I like. Yeah, let's do people I like. Well, I need to see them first. Where are the common clears that'll actually be useful here? I guess I should do Arc as well since they have utility. Babe Bunny's already partially worked on. And very intensive thinking music right now. Let's not do this, bro. Maybe we should do just what's called Inaba since I like him. There's lots of maybes on this stream right now. How often do I use Arc as a calm care though? Not really that often. Maybe Fushi? Fushi's already worked on, I believe. Really scraping it. Come on, Inoa. Take it. Take. Actually, there's a better unit than Nemo, I think. Yeah, we'll just work on Beowulf directly. Whatever. Running out already. I can't believe it. Did I use a... Don't tell me I used a tier 3 by accident. I'm gonna be so mad if I did. Oh, I lost track of him. I lost track of him! Damn it. Here he is. Okay, did good. I suppose I should use those HP blossoms for something too. Well, let's see what we can use it on. Let's finish our attack seeds first though. I like Unlock, so I'm gonna attack Blossom. He doesn't need it though. Right, let's see who needs it first. I don't remember the range, so I need to sort by this. Should work on her, but I already have so much attack seeds on her. Whatever. Alright, a bunch on Go to Xylon, please. And we'll also do is that everyone? I think that's everyone who has actual useful damage or range. Maybe I should work on thrust units too. We are not going to be working on low units, so... Alright, Makara, just by default, since you have Slay by range and everything else, you'll get a few as well. And since I like you, Eagle Knock, Baby John, you'll get some as well. I will finish these projects up, but I just need them to be sorted so that we are ahead of everyone else in this list, so I can work on them first. Ignore the Lianon, which I haven't touched in 10 billion years. Alright. I suppose we should, out of all of these units, the most useful one is probably going to be damage-wise Citri. No, it's going to be... I saw there was a slash unit here that actually did damage. Tetsuya, yeah. Okay, this loser. We are at 10 o'clock mark. Don't worry guys, we will be finishing this up very soon. As soon as we use all this shit. That's used already done. Who would be most... I don't think Babylon actually has any buffs on herself. It's just like buffs on allies or some shit like that. So she's not particularly strong. Let me just confirm that. Does she have nourishment on self? No, she doesn't. Shit! I guess I could do it on Citri too. Not too strong, he'd be good for challenges, I guess. But not for farming, so let's go ahead and give it to... You don't have any damage either, don't you? Yeah, she doesn't. Okay, we'll give it to... Oh yeah, I have a 5-star Jacob here. I keep on, like, not recognizing he exists. Poor Jacob. I'm as blind as he is. Okay. We can also work on HP farming, I guess. I mean, I have some HP seeds, I just haven't used it before stream. You know what? I'll just use it in my own time. It's fine. I didn't farm from it in the stream, besides like the one time, so it's fine. Let's go to my guild. We don't need that. So that is it for today's stream, and this will be the only stream for farming for this campaign. I did it as a demonstration. Maybe I got ahead of myself. I probably should have waited until the weekend when there would have been more people watching, but it's fine. It's not a super important campaign, and I guess I was eager to get it out of the way so I can focus on the videos and so that I can actually finally show off my Blossom teams. But yeah, I'm glad I could stream for you guys. Well, whoever's remaining, not too many people at this point. But I'm happy for those that joined at any point throughout the stream, so it was nice hanging out with you guys and feeling a bit less lonely during this time. With that said, I'm going to be spending the rest of the week just using the rest of those few drinks I have and working on the video, and then just chillaxing and doing nothing in particular, you know, watching some anime that suck ass. Alright, that's it from now. That's all for now, cuties. Catch you next time.